Hi Libra, here is a general look at your solar chart for August 2014. Now the Sun is in a really good angle to your Sun sign this month. It's in a fire sign. Fire and air feed each other. And this is a month which has got a real progressive feel to it as well. You can really use that energy which gets the ball rolling, especially as the month begins, and you will be, this is a month when you can go for it, because you're keeping a weather eye on the finances or the property or the both. This is a month when you can make good connections, which will help with your future. This has got a really future orientated feel to it. Until the 23rd, the solar energy does make it very much a forward going, moving phase, when who you know is going to be important and what you can achieve through that connection you have with them. Connectivity, networking, friendships as well, new ones, old ones, all of that's going to be important. More involvement perhaps within a community or group of some kind. That could be a key feature. And this feeling as though you are now able to move forward with whatever it is that's been on the back burner, that's been simmering in the back of your mind. On the 7th, you'll do well to get active on behalf or in support of others, but also it could be that you simply need to be doing something for yourself on that day. Those energies on that day will very much appeal to the dreamer within you, to the sort of creative within you, and the manifester actually within you as well. And your ruling planet, as the month kicks off until the 12th, Venus is helping you to create more favorable circumstances with authority figures, or indeed they are just taking more kindly to you. And these can be people you know already, or you're getting to know, who are in a position of power, of some kind of advantageous position to help you, or indeed they're like people like officials, employers, bosses, who you just kind of, the tendency here is to be able to hit it off with them and to get them on side, which of course will be useful for you without sounding too mercenary. But also parents as well. This energy is very, very nice for particularly the mother energy, the female guardian energy, and that's very positively emphasized with Venus here. And whoever it is, whether it's, officials, whether it's parents or bosses or whatever, the teacher, tending to see you in a good light. Those in a position of authority tending to see you in a good light. And also you as the authority figure to somebody else, or the parent to somebody else, you being helpful, you being the facilitator to their aims and ambitions. Okay, so it sort of runs down the line, or it goes both ways. You could find that someone is very much an enabler for you to reach your goals, to become more successful. However, you will have to watch out for the 8th and the 9th, because there the energies are a little bit more challenging, and there could be some surprises, but also you need to hold your course, or rather, should I say, be flexible enough to change your course or to tweak your course and then hold it, because you've got to be determined at the same time as being flexible. So determined doesn't necessarily equal rigid. There is a wave of very, very strong inspirational progressive energy over this month, but particularly on those couple of the days there could be, it could be slightly rougher water, but also a breakthrough, and then you going off in a more progressive kind of a way, but it might not be in the way you thought, or you might not even see it as progressive. However, just try not to schedule anything majorly important on those couple of days there, if at all possible. But it doesn't mean to say you have to go home and sort of hide in the cellar either. It just means that I mean, this is a weather report, so, you know, there could be blustery showers, I suppose I could say. So if you do have to go out, take a brolly with you. But if you don't have to go out, the winds could get quite strong, so just stay inside. Now, until the 16th is a period in which to discuss, consider, chew the fat in the company of others. Very much, you know, safety in numbers, but also the common sense that a number of others, like kindred spirits or collective mind, shall we say, can contribute. And you sort of, obviously you have to take your own advice as the bottom line, but there's no point in not getting the feedback, you know, because then you pick up, then you can take the pulse of things, you can take the temperature of things if you get feedback from the many, you see. And certain others could surprise and delight you in a refreshing kind of a way with their slant on things, I suppose it could be like that, or in their feedback towards you. And then Mercury moves on the 16th and then goes into a very background area, a more sensitive area, a less rationalistic area. It's not so much about being constantly in the logical mind. It's more about letting go and zoning out and being more in the imaginal realm, or in the sensing and feeling and using that gut intuition. But you also, if you feel that you might feel there's not clarity on something that you were wondering about, you need the answer, you need the you need the facts, and you're not getting all the facts, or you can't have them at the moment for some reason. This is a good time to interact and to communicate and connect with others in a kind of private bubble, a private environment, maybe in a healing type environment, or it can be in an environment where you're all together learning something. And I suppose we are always learning, aren't we? Whatever kind of environment we're in. Again, just for your information, on the 18th and 19th, try to avoid taking major decisions there, because you won't have access to all the information. There might be information held from you, or indeed you just missed it. You know, you didn't see those crucial details, you hadn't thought about or you got the wrong end of the stick on something. That could be very easily done, and then you're stressing about something which actually wasn't true in the first place. I mean, it can work out like that. So that'll be on the 18th and the 19th. So that's just to sort of for you to make a little mental note there, and then I mentioned to you, well, maybe I didn't mention it to you yet, but I did in a sort of a way, is that Mars, you know, you've got to be keeping this weather eye on the finances, but also on your material side of life, you know, the property, the possessions, the venue, the space. And Mars coming into this area where Saturn has been for a very, very, very long time, slowing it down, putting all sorts of delays and obstacles in the way to your being able to achieve success financially, or with the equipment, or with the venue, or with the property. And it's just been, you know, for some of you, it's felt like, you know, just one hoop to jump through after another. Now, Mars coming into this area here, Mars just wants to rev the engine and speed things up. Mars wants to just make instant decisions, and Mars can actually, if you get them working both together, Mars and Saturn, in a very methodical, quite restrained, because Saturn probably you know, well, I would say definitely be, you know, Mars is revving the engine, but Saturn's keeping everything in a low gear. So in a restrained, incremental, gradual, however, you will be going faster with Mars here in this very cautious kind of a way, to do with the piggy bank, to do with property, possessions, to do with just basic material stuff like money on the table, you know, food in the belly, roof over the head. And Mars can be demanding, impulsive, and too hasty, but lining up next to Saturn, as he will be until the middle of September, your physical strength may be needed, your stamina may be needed, as you are pushing forwards there, and you're trying to work through the problems of what, you know, needs to be done, and the hoops again to jump through, but you'll have more energy for those hoops, in a physical, material, financial sense. Okay. And yes, it can be a productive time, but you will have to be patient, really. However, Mars coming in here will tend to, on the one hand, speed things up, but on the other hand, it was never going to go very fast with Saturn, but on the other hand, maybe make you feel more impatient and exasperated as well. However, you'll be working quite hard at improving things to do with property, the piggy bank, and maybe possessions, you know, bits of kit and so on and so forth, and doing what needs to be done, really. Now, until the 23rd, the Sun, from the 23rd, the Sun has moved then into a very background area for the last week. This is a karmic house. This is a house of behind the scenes. This is a house of preparation, and this will be in here until late September, when the Sun comes into your sign. So this is your sort of, I suppose, time to get things sorted, more in a something that's developing, something that's a work in progress. So and also this is the area of higher service as well, so being there for others or on behalf of others, and taking a little bit of downtime. In fact, definitely on the 29th you should be doing that, because your outer world energies will be at a very low ebb. But you do have the ability to tune in, to really tune your engine, tap into your higher mind, your more eagle eye view of things. And in conclusion, Jupiter has now gone into an area of Leo, in fact, gone into a sign which is in a really good angle to your sun sign for the next 12 months. So that means that through associations and through networking and through friendships and through who you know, your life can become more abundant. Your life can expand and into new territories, through new friends, colleagues, workmates, through them you can branch out, and equally you could, you know, the very much others could enable you and facilitate your aims, but also you could very much be seen as the enabler for what they want to do, the facilitator for them, and also a good mate, a good friend, particularly connecting you to a key group who have a particular interest in common. And this is kind of opening up a new world to you and helping you to achieve something that's been on the back burner perhaps for a very, very long time. So that's it for August. If you know your rising sign or your moon sign, listen to those. And if you want to check out anything that I've said here, all this text is written up on my website. And oh yeah, just tell you that it's you Librans born in the middle 10 days of your sign, or with 15 to 19 degrees rising, you're going to feel the energy of Saturn the most, but it's sort of rays out in a more diluted way throughout the whole of the sign. That's it, as I say, and I wish you well, and I'll see you the next time.